Welcome to MTNA CMMS. Today, we're going to look at our CMMS platform, and we're going to be able to use the dashboard to create a work order. So let's get started. So we're going to go to our first tile here. It says Create, Modify, Schedule, Close Work Orders. This, we're going to open it, and we can see work orders listed here, some which are done, which are not yet done, or to be done. I'm sure they're assigned. But today, let's go ahead and we'll look at that later. Let's go ahead and create a work order. Because most of the time we're in here, we need to really get down and start creating a work order so that we can keep up with the work that is going on in the plant. As you can see, there's these red boxes here. These have to be filled out, and for consistency reasons with other parts of the program, some of the white areas should also be filled out. We're going to go over that right now. So first thing we're going to do is figure out what are we going to do. Okay, what's the job? The job is remove and replace the condensate filter on the dryer Z-Tech. Okay, there's only one dryer at Fresno, so we're going to go ahead and write a work order to replace the filter on the dryer condenser. So let's get the title in, and the title is going to explicitly say what we're going to do. The major typology we're going to leave out, and the SOP for titles on our work orders and PMs will be caps. So we're going to write our title in caps. So let's go ahead and get started. Remove and replace condenser filter. Pardon my spelling if it's incorrect. Condenser filter. All right. Next, we're going to name our topology. Okay, we're going to go over here and pick that out. Okay. I usually go Shift 8, which is star, which will give me a list of all the equipment in the plant. Right. It's pretty straightforward. Fresno has only one line, and here's the Z-Tech dryer. We're going to go okay. There we go. Type of works. It's going to be a mechanical curative. I'm sorry. We're going to be making a repair. We're going to call it a curative. Normally, if the condenser was noticed to have need of filter cleaning or changing, that would be a let's look here. That would be a conditional preventative. Okay, due to its condition, we write a work order to prevent it from getting worse. Okay, but in this case, the condenser filter is already needs to be replaced, so it must be already shot, and we're going to call this a curative because we're going to have some details on the repair. All right, I always use nature of operations. Sometimes it even asks for it in order to complete the work order, so I always put that in even though it is not in red, but it's right here below the type of works, nature of operation. So mechanical in this case, it's a good choice. Okay, so we're ready to go here. Next, we have to, since this is a curative, we will do a quick report. Because for a curative, in order to close it, we're going to have to recognize a symptom, a cause, and a remedy. It will not allow us to close the work order in the curative type repair without a symptom, a cause, and a remedy. These are pretty straightforward, though. We can pick from a list. Okay. Temperature problem. Okay, remember we talked about it was overheating. Dryer stopped due to overheating. So the dryer shut down, and Sorry, I got a cap lock. Okay, so that was the anomaly that we detected. Okay, good. So causes, old filter, old, and fail. Remedy. Okay, easy again. I got a list of remedies here. Part repair, no. Part replacement, there we go. Okay. And operation done. Right, we're going to ahead and replace the filter. No complications, we're going to say. So we're going to go ahead and go okay. So our work orders is created, and now we review our schedule or see what's going on, and then we're going to go ahead and schedule it. So we could have scheduled it then, but we came out, and now we're going to go ahead and look at. Suppose that today we couldn't get to it. For some reason we couldn't get to it in this hour. Something else came up. So and you had to stop working on the work order and you ended up here. Okay, so you're gonna come back and you're gonna be able to continue working on it. Just go modify. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add people to schedule the work order. We're gonna do that by adding operations. So let's add some people. Well, David Felix isn't here anymore, so we don't need him. We're gonna get rid of him. We'll have to take him out of the system later, but right now we're going to add one, and that should do it. Unless it might take two people. But let's see, yeah, let's go ahead and add two people, just in case, but see who's available to do it. Okay, so we just got both of our guys in there. When are we going to do it? We're going to do it immediately. So let's go ahead. It's now 8:32 p.m. It's going to take about an hour to get it done. So we're just going to go ahead and say okay. Today is Wednesday the 14th. We're just going to say okay. So now we have a schedule for the maintenance techs to do the work order. Well, let's schedule it in the plant also. So here we're going to schedule it in our scheme of the plant of all work orders. And like we said, we're going to go ahead and schedule it for this time here. It's going to be today. The request time. This was, say we're going to make it a few minutes later than our schedule. A few minutes earlier, actually. So go ahead and leave everything alone. And we're just going to go ahead and schedule it. And engineering time is an hour. That's what we agreed on. And we're going to go okay. Now we should come back with fully scheduled work order. Yes, it's to be done. It's curative. It's scheduled. And ready to go. Okay, come to find out, one of the techs is not going to be available, and your chip tech Gene said he would be available. Juan was not available, and so we're going to modify the work order to just use Gene on this work order. I guess Juan has got another job to do, so we're going to delete him. We go yes, and then now we got a fully functional work order. And as we made the work order as the manager, let's say, or supervisor, we can go ahead and look at the maintenance tech's work orders to be done. And then we're going to go ahead and look and see if that work order is there. Yes, here it is. Remove and replace condensate filter, 832. He can go pick that up, and he's ready to do his work order. When he's finished doing the work order, he can come up here and mark as completed. The time he completed, he said he had an hour, so he finished it at that time, on time, mark it, operations completed, go okay, okay, okay. Condensate filter is done. And maintenance supervisor, maintenance manager, supervisor can see that it's done by looking at his back here and finding that remove and replace condensate filter is done. Yeah, it's done. As you noticed, so his completed work orders are now 3. It should also show here he did this condensate filter, and that's done. What else do we have? All in all, that is writing a work order, completing a work order, reviewing the work order, and counting the work order. Thank you for your time. Look forward to other videos. The next one will be on creating a PM. Thank you for your time, and good evening.